All right, so day 123. Like 1, 2, 3. So let's get right into it, guys. Today we're gonna talk about honestly, SR makes you angry. Like, I'm just every day I'm just like, what the why are so many bots around me? And it's not from the ego, it's just you recognize the bar is so low. It's like for us dudes, the bar is it's really in hell. I've heard that. Or what you call it, whatever. The bar is it's in the fucking Atlantic Ocean, the deepest, darkest layers of that ocean. And the biggest way I can tell is just when I'm at work or anywhere else. And it's just, you see people just eating foods we know is killing us. They know it's cooked. But it's so often, like I see it daily at work. I mean daily. And I just think, wow, it can't be this bad. It really can't be this bad. And that's why I always say, if you're doing SR, if you work out, if you actually eat right, and I mean you genuinely do these things, and that's something we're gonna talk about. But if you genuinely do these things properly, you're actually in the 1%. Fuck money and all that. Like, no, not you guys know what I mean. But if you're doing those things, that's gonna eventually come to you. Literally, it's a consequence because you've been dedicated and disciplined in things that very few men can do consistently. Because for me, I love the way my mind is now. Because the only thing I'm missing is this consistency of doing the hard, difficult things. I just don't have enough merit of that. But every day that streak goes up, that's one more day of building that merit, you know? The whole when Asta's asking Wizard King, and he's like, merit's the most important thing. But you build merit through doing difficult things daily. That's why it's very important. The person you watch this video, whatever, fucking do something difficult every day. Wake up early, work out, eat the same boring foods. And that's another thing. If you look at your day to day and you're like, oh, this is boring, or oh, it's the same thing over and over, that's not a bad thing to an extent. Like there's times you probably want to get out of that cycle, but when it comes to like eating and working out, like the basic things, you getting your steps in, these things, you don't need to find new ways to make it fancy. Like, no, fucking that's some bitch. Just log in. Just do the same boring things day after. Like it doesn't have to be this whole, not everything has to be, oh, it's fun and I'm hungry, so I want to eat for taste, I'm gonna go to Crumble. Like, no, fuck that. Like just do the same boring things over and over and over again. Too many of you just, I'm bored, so I'm gonna grab some Doritos or like no, just don't starve. That's another thing. A lot of us we don't eat. You guys aren't in your protein goal. And I'm gonna keep reiterating these things in all these videos because it's that important. And it seems really basic, right? But I've seen it firsthand. I live with me. I've seen it firsthand. You think it's easy, or it's fine. I can just skip one day. But no, then that becomes a new habit. And I'll say this: if you're not hitting your protein goal, don't go to the gym. You might as well just stay home and go. Like, okay, it's not that extreme, but you know what I mean. It's like if you're not gonna give this gym shit and the diet stuff, you're not gonna take it seriously, then don't do it at all. Like genuinely, that's the worst thing you can do. And this is what I start to see too. And even myself, I was like, okay, I'm basically doing all the right things. Oh, but I wasn't tracking, or I wasn't doing this. But that last 2% is gonna turn you from looking like, you know, someone that works out to like, oh damn, is he natty or not? Or, oh, what the fuck? Like, how does he look like that? You know? Again, that's a lot of us all we're missing is that 2%. And it's not even that it's hard, it's not taking it seriously enough. A lot of you, if you just fucking hit your protein goal, you would probably mog everyone, but you don't want to do that because, it's boring, or it's hard, or I gotta, you know, I want to buy chips or drink. Like, no, fuck all that bullshit, man. Like, we've been sold a lie. Oh, you gotta go out. You just do the same things every day. Oh, you're boring. I'm sorry, I don't want to kill myself. And that's what's really funny, because the only would have been like, but maybe they're right. You know, I want to fit in. Like, fuck fitting in, man. I'm so over that shit. If people want to eat goy slop and goofy shit, and I'm so good. I'm not entertained anymore. Someone offers me, I'm telling them no, like every time, because it's not worth it. 2 seconds of pleasure to cause hella bloating and then acne, and then it's not worth it. Especially if it's gonna affect my gym gains. Like if And it's gotten so bad. Like if I'm hanging out with you and you're gonna affect my gym gains, I don't want to hang out with you. Like it's gotten that serious because if I can't lift those dumbbells, if I'm trying to do like 70s or whatever on shoulder press, and I was out so like do some dumb shit drinking, so now I can't work out. But knowing me, I'm gonna still fucking work out unless I'm literally dying. Shit, I might just injure myself. But I wouldn't injure myself if I didn't do that dumb event. I hang out with that person. And as my standards get higher and higher and higher, it just these things, it seems, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. Oh, this seems normal. So I'm just gonna keep doing these things. That's why I was telling you guys, just keep doing the boring, difficult things. Because remember, this it's not even remember, the standard is just a starting point. This just allows you to compete in the race, you know? It's like a Naruto in Sage Mode. It gave him the ability to actually fight pain. It didn't mean he'd win. Of course he won, but SR, the gym, the diet, this gives you the base to compete. But the bar is so low, what should be the standard basically puts you in the 1%. Really crazy how that works the more I think about it. And this is why I always say, you got to really vet your circle, because I'm telling you, sometimes I just, it's sad, but people that, like, how do I say this? You view people off their potential, but you got to view them as they are. So if they're like, oh, I want to lock in, do these things, or oh, I work out, and you don't see them work out, then no, you don't fucking work out. Why are we lying? And this is like a good anger. That's the masculine energy. As you lock in more tests, all this, whatever, you're just going to get like angry at yourself, but then at the standards that you need to hold yourself to. So it's going to push you, but it's also going to, certain people, you're going to be so turned off. You're going to be like, no, I can't do it. And it's instinctual. You can't turn it off, but you sense it before you see it. Because there's a lot of things that's happened during this journey that I didn't expect. But how I view certain people now is definitely one of the biggest. Like, wow, I didn't expect that. It's ultimately always good, but it makes me appreciate my circle a lot more, but also be wary. Like man, I'm gonna be alone for a long ass time. But not the way you guys stay, because my standards are so high. So if her diet's not locked in, it's not spirit. Like, it's a lot of things. But it would be so easy to start like, nope, red flag, nope, can't do it, nope, can't do it, nope, can't do it. Oh, interfere with my peace, nope, can't do it. Don't want to wake up early, work out, nope, can't do it. I think it's okay. I'd rather be alone than settle. Genuinely. Like, I work in sales, guys, and man, you know what really grinds my gears? Quick rant, but man, when these niggas are like, I gotta talk to my fucking wife. I swear, if I'm like that when I'm older, find me, take a shotgun and blow my fucking brains out. Cause I can't think of a worse fate than you wake up beside a woman, she's like, damn, and you're out of shape, or you goon, so there's no respect for you. And then you're so cooked, you can't even make decisions for yourself. So you have to tell the other salesman, the other person, oh, I gotta think about it. I can't do it without her saying. It's like, man, like come on, like. And I know this might be fucked up. I know they're fat. I know they're out of shape. All these things correlate. I'm telling, all these things correlate. That's why I'm like, gym, SR, these are the most important things. If all three of these things are locked in, shit's gonna work out for you. There's no choice, because you're gonna start moving like fucking. You seen that Told You meme? Anyone's watched JJK? Where Megan's like, it's like young Megan looking at Told You Walk. Like, that's how you're gonna be moving, and that should be the goal. Or you're gonna be like Eren, Attack on Titan, where you're just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just kill everyone. I'm just do my thing. And I think it's good to have that confidence, because the world, people, they're going to pull you in all these directions. And I think it's very good to have this like spiritual alignment or center, because imagine, let's say you don't have alignment. You're a whiteboard. Anything can be drawn and painted on you. But once you've gone through stuff, you retain and do all these things, there's stuff on that canvas. It's not empty, but you can't erase it, So it prevents you from just being pulled in all these directions. And now, this is why I'm very careful of the content I watch now. If it's not increasing my vibration or something inspirational, or like, why are you watching it? Like, there's no point. Same thing with the people we interact with. Because I'm telling you guys, and this is something. This is a SR can event. You're gonna cut people off that you really did not think you were going to. And I think I'm getting, unfortunately, close to that point. I hope not, but I think it's like a SR can event where basically you got to be like, I can't do this. Like you just a bot or you're too low vibrational. So I don't want to hang out with you anymore. And it's crazy, but I think that's the SR can event. That's got to be the SR can event. Or I guess, for girl, you guys like, no, I can't do this. I just value my peace. Well, I had that can event. Maybe once these videos start popping off, but we can kind of talk about that. But you really have to value your own peace. Remember, peace, happiness, these things, they're not outside of you. You're not separate from these things. So if you need a person or a thing or an object to grant you the peace, then you're cooked. And that's one of the biggest takeaways, I think, from the SR journey, because I think a lot of us, we retain just because we want more girls. But if that's the reason you're retaining, you're already cooked, because it's contingent on, if I don't get girls, I'm not going to retain. So it's going to be in this cycle of gooning. So for me at this point, I just don't care. I just do it for me. I like how it makes me feel, the peace that comes for it. And just knowing I'm not going to fall for bullshit, eat dumb food, hang out with dumb people, all these things, you become immune to it. It's like Superman. Like you get some Superman armor on you. If anyone's seen Invincible, how Conquest talks about like emotions. Literally, it's a weakness, not literally, but the seeking the pleasure constantly. It's a weakness. That shit needs to be pulled out of you and killed, because there's nothing to gain from it. There'll never be enough pleasure. You're gonna seek one woman, the next, and you're gonna keep going. Go goon once, find another video, keep gooning, and the cycle will just repeat itself. And we have to end the cycle. We have to end the cycle. And the way we end the cycle is just being the best versions of ourselves. But to do that, we have to do these difficult things. And I know some people are gonna be watching. Why is he always talking about the fucking gym? The diet. But I'm telling you, think of like, Gojo, the fucking red and blue, purple, like literally. Because when you combine those two things, it's going to make you immensely just more confident, aware, and less susceptible to bullshit. It's very important today that we have standards. If you look down and fucking your gut is poking out like Luffy when he's fucking trying to deflect the bullet, that's a fucking problem. That shit needs to be checked. This is why your circle is so important, because if you get to that point, some nigga needs to tell you, no, you need to fucking lock in. Honestly. And for me, I recognize that's still a part that's missing, unfortunately, from my actual circle myself. But if you have someone that's like, oh, let's work out, or someone, I mean, genuinely, right? Because for me, and this is how I know, okay, it's not a me thing. It's more so my environment, but what you want from your environment and what they are, that's what causes the conflict. Because for me, I'm always talking about the gym and doing this, but they're not doing it. I gotta tell them to do it. I'm like, no, I gotta stop. And it's always from a good place, but they might just not be there, which is okay. But it's gonna take a lot longer. I'm recognizing now for some people to change, and some people might not want to change. Like everyone talks about it, but you can see they're not doing the daily stuff. They're not consistent enough. Like if you're going to the gym once a week, what the fuck are you like? Just don't go. Just don't go. And that's why I always say you have to this shit is very serious, because if you don't give your all, you might as well not go. If you're not gonna hit your protein goal, why go to the gym? Like you might as well just stay home, because nothing's gonna change if you don't get your sleep. What's the point in working out? You're not gonna be able to get this high metabolism, burn the fat, and get the muscle. You might as well not go. Everything's got to be in order, but you can't sacrifice any of these things for whatever. Nothing is worth, especially your health. Nothing, literally. And your seed too, because that's also goes hand in hand with your health. If you really value it for as valuable as it is, you would be really selective in the content you watch, the people you interact with. And if you choose to smash or whatever, you would be very mindful of that too. Because for me, it's so easy. I just think, okay, so every time I release, it's like Goku throwing a spirit bomb. How long did it take him to gather the energy to destroy Kid Buu? So I could throw that at pixels, or I could throw it into building something. I'm gonna choose building something every time. But some of you guys watching probably just aren't at that point. And for me, it's it's funny. I saw this. It's called retard maxing apparently. But by just doing like do, think less but do, you'll probably start to understand things more I'm saying. But for me, I think it kind of goes hand in hand because I think as I rest more in the importance of it, I start doing even more because I'm like, oh, it's just not a game. I need to actually like lock in, right? It's like when Naruto's fighting Pain. Like if I don't lock in, the village is cooked. Tsunade got bodied. Jiraiya's dead. Kakashi, I think Naruto, well, he got revived, but yeah, he was dead too. So Naruto's like, damn, like who else but me? And you got to treat the journey that serious. So yeah, just keep retaining, guys. Comments, questions. We're all on the journey together, So I started doing these to kind of document the changes, also to inspire, get anyone to start the journey. If you're still gooning, please stop. Fucking please, just lock in. I need you to stop gooning. All right, if you're listening, to get made this far, I appreciate you listening, but please stop gooning. You have to stop gooning because the person you want to be, it conflicts when you goon, and that conflict you can't have both. You can't want to eat crumble every day and be very lean or very muscular. Or if you want to start that business, provide for your family, you can't be gooning and doing these things. That's what causes the conflict. Because a lot of us, we say we want these things, but then our actions reflect the opposite. That's what you got to get aligned, where what you think and your actions, they follow, suit and properly. Preventing the struggle and all these negative things. That's why it's very important to stay aligned. I've started journaling more, and it's really helped me kind of just understand, like, why am I angry? Why am I upset at this person? Why did I put those expectations on that person? Even if maybe they said they wanted those things, if their actions don't reflect it, then why am I mad? Because at the end of the day, the actions are the only thing that matters. So if they're not doing it, then they don't want it. If they say they're going to work out and they don't, or then they don't want it bad enough. And that's okay. But why should I value a person's words more when their actions show otherwise? I should just look at their actions. So if their actions suggest they aren't doing the things, then okay, then yeah, they just don't want it, and that's fine. But if someone is fat and they're not doing the things to get healthier, then they want to be fat. But I want them to be skinny, but they want to be fat. And ultimately, people are going to do what they want to do. And you have to really rest and understand that. Because unfortunately, we can't force people to change. Whether it's family, friends, you might really want it for them. But genuinely, I'm starting to understand that it's really not up to you. You can lead by action, and maybe they'll come around. But it's not going to be on your time, and it might be much, much later. And it's honestly liberating because I'm like, oh, okay. If they're not going to lock in, I mean, someday, right? But I'm going to keep doing my thing. And maybe one day they'll finally ask me about the gym or whatever. But it's a really, really slow process. Just like, SR, it's only been 4 months. Maybe some people watching them retaining for years. Maybe not, but everyone's at their own stage in the journey. So I can kind of extend grace that way too. So I'd rather be hard on myself than be hard on people and just view people as they are, not the potential, as they are. Because that's the most important thing. If someone's doing the same boring things day, good job, you're fucking awesome. But if they're not, or they're just seeking pleasure constantly, or they think it's a joke, that's cool, but I'm just not gonna be around that. And that's okay. And honestly, that's why I like making these videos. It's good, I think, to get my thoughts out there. Because lately I've just certain people, I'm not gonna go into the details, but I just have to rest and okay, their actions show this. They say this, but their actions show this. We have to view them from their actions. And it's made me realize, actions are, that's usually the way to kind of tell. Because I think some of us think, if we don't, how I would view it is essentially, you just got to take it serious enough. If you take it serious enough, you're going to genuinely start doing, and you're going to keep doing. But some of us, and maybe it's a consequence of retention. I don't think it's a bad thing anymore, but I think some people genuinely downplay how important the gym, diet, specifically SR. I think we downplay how important these things are, and this is what's causing problems. Like if you view these things as serious as they are, not to say you have to be serious all the time. Like yeah, there's a time and a place to joke around, but think like Spider-Man, right? One of my favorite superheroes. Known jokester, known comedian, but there's times like he genuinely locks in. When he's fighting Dr. Octavius, he's not laughing, like he's fucking locked in. So there are times you got to be locked in, but there are times you joke around. But I think too many of us were just joking around, all the time. Or someone's trying to be serious and you're just fucking laughing. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why are we? This shit's not funny. Like, we're supposed to be locked. And it's been very eye opening to me, but I'm glad I'm starting to see it because it just motivates me to lock in even more and just kind of ignore what the fuck's going on around me. And whether you're, if you have debt, if you're heartbreak, just fucking lock in, keep retaining, go to the fucking gym and eat right. Do these things consistently for years on end. And I know everything's going to work out. Meditate, journal too. But I think those three things, that's the base. Genuinely, that's the base. Now, I cannot stress that enough. And that's something I'll stand by to the end of time because there's nothing to argue about. Everyone thinks the gym is just for vanity or ego. No, the gym is a spiritual journey disguised as a physical one. I wouldn't be making these videos if not for all the years in the gym, just figuring things out, consistently doing things, I don't regret those 5 years at all. It's why I'm at this point now. I think for a lot of men, the gym will lead you into like spirituality, getting aligned, SR. The gym will lead you to that door. I think that's why it's so hard for people to do SR that a little younger because you don't have any merit experience of doing anything consistently. And SR is arguably the hardest thing to do consistently. So it makes me kind of think, yeah, it makes sense. You guys relapse. It does make sense. It's not an excuse, but it's a explanation for the relapses. But a lot of things I'm just like, oh wow, I view it that way now. Oh, it's cool. But yeah, guys, keep retaining, work out, stay locked, and next video dropping tomorrow.